And that's it for today. Just kidding. Just killed our first enemy. I have to wonder who's hiding. Who's hiding money in the trees? Welcome to Vertigo! Sadly, most of the population has left because the town is infested with pests. A couple years ago, I hired Joel the Exterminator to rid the town of this menace. But the problem seems to be getting worse. Perhaps you could help. Perhaps indeed. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and sell off our useless crap. What do I want? I want lots of things. Like this katana. And we could use some more short swords and a scimitar. And I want to buy the flamberge, but can't really afford to buy it right now. As much, even the plate mail and plate armor, I'd like to buy those, and I can't. Dense pendant and Pyrrhic ring. Those would be helpful right now, but can't get them. Alright, time to sell off our excess equipment. We have silver ring and silver charm, but unfortunately they don't do jack shit. Weaponry. Let's go ahead and get rid of that club. Actually, now that I have some extra money, let's go ahead and buy. Let's buy Mio's that weapon. Should I get you a flamberge or a giant axe? Mios, would you like to use a giant sword or a giant axe? A giant sword it is. Alright, now let's look at our new weapons and armaments. The Trout will continue to use the sable. The Barbarian, on the other hand, will be using the flamberge. Start passing the short swords down the line. Good God, anything but a dagger. And Heka gets her katana. Yay! Nayang, you have a plethora of weapons to choose from. There's a dagger, a cudgel, hand axe, and a short sword. What would you like? Alrighty, Mios, I will see you around. In case I'm doing anything to your character you don't like, let me know. Okay, since Miss the Young is not available, we'll go ahead and just equip a short sword on her for now. Just don't kill off that fish. Oh, we wouldn't do anything to harm the fish. No sirree, Bob. Okay, now that we have established our weaponry, I'm going to do something devious. First, I need to make sure... Yes, Heka is this one here. You would like to keep your dagger. But it doesn't do a lot of damage. Are you sure you want to keep a dagger? I'll leave it in your inventory for now. Daggers and elves seem to go together. Right on. Okay, now we're going to do something a little bit devious. You can actually steal from a display case. And since we do have a thief in our party, Heka will steal us some scale armor. You know, I was kind of under the impression you could strafe in this game. Oh, it's the control key. My bad. Gonna have to make a quick adjustment here. There we go. There we go. By the way, I should note that moving one step takes up 1 minute of time. See, it's 9:05 a.m. right now, and I move one step, and it's now 9:06. Evidently, we walk really, really slowly. Okay, what's in this display case? A pike. And this one, a whistle. A crossbow. That could come in handy. Plate armor. Yay! And a rod. Careful what you do with that rod, Heka. We will go ahead and give Heka the crossbow since she stole it fair and square. Give Sir Tuta the Knight the plate armor. And give our Paladin the ring mail. Go up a notch. And now we can Now we can sell off our excess items and get some more money. Yay! The more money to start with, the better. So we have a Whistle of Curing and a Rod of Magic Arrows. Now, luckily, this shopkeeper is dumb as a rock and did not notice that we're selling off his own equipment for money. Unfortunately, we can't buy any more good stuff. Or can we? Okay, we can buy ring mail. Let's go ahead and give Heka some ring mail. And it looks like we're done shopping for a while. Because it'll be like an entire 2 to 3 days before the shops change inventory. Save early and save often. I'm back. I had to check on what's going on outside. It's raining kind of hard. Not that it's going to affect the stream any. We've got battery power. I'll put anyone on the guild roll for free. Dues will cost 25 gold, though. So you're essentially saying that it costs 25 gold to join the guild. Now, I accidentally gave membership to the Barbarian, even though the Barbarian cannot cast spells. Apologies. I wasted 25 gold. Okay, what I'm going to do now is head over to the maps and give our resident sorcerer class person the ability to make maps. See, now you can see that the map is making headway. Let's go ahead and start searching for some money, since idiots are putting money in the trees. Yay, another missile weapon. Along with a glaive. I'm not quite sure where the glaive is. However, I do know what a short bow is. So I will go ahead and take the short bow. By the way, this is the trainer who allows us to increase in levels.
Looking to train?
Yeah, for the most part, we at least need 2,000 experience before we can level up the entire party. Rounded off, anyway. I'm not sure why they give us the option to search these beds, even though you can't really do anything with them.
Welcome to the guild.
So anyway, this is the guild where you can buy spells. These are what are available for our paladin. Let's see: Awaken, Cure Wounds, First Aid, Flying Fist, Pain, Protection from Elements, Revitalize, Spark, Suppress Poison. It envelops the monsters in an electrically charged gas cloud, inflicting 2 points of electrical damage per level of the caster. Unfortunately, we don't have the money. We will sooner or later.
Members only.
For me, Cure Wounds, Energy Blast, Flying Fist, Insect Spray, Jump. The jump spell becomes really, really necessary later on. Actually, so does Protection from Elements, but we can't get that yet, sadly. But yeah, that's what we have available to get later on, once we can get some more cash. Now, there is a reason why I'm just wandering about. Not only am I doing this to map out the region, but also it gives experience points just by mapping out an unmapped region. Get lost, can't you see I'm drinking? This place is deserted. Now you should go to River City. Now there's a town full of action. Some fool said money's now growing on trees. That Gota, what the doings? He paid that conman Joe a fortune to clean up this town. Conman, you say? And this is why it's important to have crossbows and other ranged weaponry. Con, why was you worried for a second? Confer was worried. Why? Enemies! Good thing I've got a short bow. He breeds them in the warehouse. Coughed up some dust doing that. Huh. Someone hit a whistle under the bed. And someone hid plate mail under the bed. Just doesn't make sense. Who would do that? By the way, what kind of whistle was that? It's a whistle of light. That's actually useful in certain places because you can't see normally.
Safe and secure.
Yep, this would be the bank. Go ahead and toss our remaining gold in the bank. I don't know if it collects interest, but it would be nice to know if it did. There's still a lot of things here and there that I don't know about the game, even though I've beaten it numerous amounts of times. Okay, this is going to hurt. This is where Joe has been set up shop to help clean up the town. I'm gonna go ahead and save it here, because once you see what's inside, you'll know why. Yes, we have a doom bug and a slime. Okay, what the hell kind of weapon am I using? Okay, I'm using a short sword, but I'm not doing much damage. Actually, I'm not doing any at all. 2 years ago, I came to this town on contract to control the vermin infestation. It has been a long, hard job, but I've just about got the situation under control. this space for rent. I will teach anyone pathfinding for 2,500. That's actually a good deal. We'll have to come back there later. Pest control by Joe. Slime Lord shall rule. Have to mute for a second. Sorry about that. I was tasked to look up and see if we had, in fact, won the Powerball jackpot. We have not. So we have instead contributed to the poor tax. The Slime Temple. Sinners must repent. The end is near. The plague is upon us.
May we help you?
And of course, this is the temple where you either get healed or you get yourself uncursed. Okay, where was I going? Oh, that's right, I have to go this way. Oh yeah, there's a reason there is a jail here. If you try stealing from the display cases and you're not proficient in thievery, you get sent to jail for 1 year. And it's actually important to point that out because if you look at the character sheet, every character starts at age 18. If you dilly-dally around long enough, eventually you will end up dying of old age. Oh! Hecka hurt herself trying to open that door. All characters end up going to jail for 1 year. Let's go ahead and shut that while I rest everybody up. Everybody is now back to full health. Holy shit, that's that's not working too well for us right now. Now, I could just bash open the gates, however,
May we help you?
by opening them up with the ninja skills, it brings more experience points to the party. Okay, we now have 1/2 of the map totally mapped out, I think. Let's make sure. Yes, 1/2 is now mapped out. Huh. There was 3 monsters in here. We found some more ring mail. Yay, more money to make after selling shit. That did quite a bit of damage. Nothing in the garbage, sadly. And Confer is heading off to bed. Good night, Confer. Sanity. Okay, who would stuff a shield in the garbage? Okay, we have a saber, a spear. Don't know if the spear does any more damage than most of the weapons that we have here already. A leather shield. I'm actually afraid to give it to Mios. Mostly because the shield actually gives you less armor rating than not having it on. Let's go ahead and take care of a loose end. Nayoung does not have suitable armor. Now she does. Yeah, I'll go ahead and demonstrate the leather shield thing now. As you can see, I have 8 armor class. I equipped the leather shield. Oh, never mind, I have 12. Never mind. I'll give the shield to someone who could use it. Give it to the barbarian. Wait. Oh, that's right, he's wielding a two-handed weapon. My bad. So we'll give it to the paladin. Confer. Eventually I'll have everybody down by name. Eventually. Ah! Monster we haven't seen yet. Since I have saved it, I'll go ahead and approach him. Yep, this is a breeder slime. Luckily, it's easy to kill. We seem to be cleaning house. Ooh, a broadsword. A broadsword and chainmail. Awesome. And another crossbow. And a bug. And another bug. I kill bug dead. Inside the crate, you find a piece of paper that reads, Breeder slime is 1 mated pair, 287, 5 doom bugs at 145 each, 725, total 1012 gold. It appears that Joe has been buying monsters and distributing them around town. Mayor Gunther will want to hear about this. And what a surprise! Joe is gone. Out of business. Thanks for cleaning up Vertigo and discovering Joe's treachery. Now it makes sense why the extermination of the pests was taking so long. I present you with the Outstanding Citizenship Award in this treasure. Congratulations. Oh, one more thing. I've received a message from the dwarves who reside in the Red Dwarf Range. They have urgently requested help and promise great reward to whoever is brave enough to come. Apparently their mines have been invaded by the Mad Dwarf clan, preventing them from mining. Help them and report back. I will, but first... time to go level up.
Looking to train? Good job! Good job! Good job! Good job!
Good job!
Good job! Good job! Good! Not today!
Duh?
Good job! Good job! Good job! Good job! Good job! Good! Not today!
So, some of us have made it up to level 4, some of us have yet to make it to level... some of us have yet to make it to level 5, and some have yet to make it to level 4. So, some are at 4, some are at 3. That's... it just doesn't seem very fair. Alright, let's look at our items. I remember we picked up a couple of interesting items. All right, let's give the scimitar. I'll go ahead and take the scimitar. The convert can have the saber. Go ahead and give Young the chainmail, because that's the most that's the highest class of armor she can wear. And it looks like, yeah, let's go ahead and sell off our excess. Our excess equipment and stock up. No, we don't want to sell the crossbow. We need the crossbow. Get rid of the ring mills and the 2 scale armors. Alright, what do we have to buy? Let's go ahead and buy a sling just to max out our amount of missiles that we're throwing at our enemies. Okay, we have the wakizashi, which is a ninja style weapon. However, it's not as good as the katana. Honestly, I have no understanding as to why anyone would need a pair of nunchakas. Now, a sparking flail, that would be handy. Because we're actually inflicting electric damage. Okay, let's go ahead and buy some splint mail. Some coral ring mail. And some more chainmail for everybody else. Actually, I'll go ahead and use the sparking flail. Okay, Heka needs some better ring mail, so I'll get her some coral. I'll go ahead and equip the splint mail since it's the highest class I can use. Okay, we need just one more missile weapon. We will be loaded out.
What do you want?
Let's go ahead and sell off our excess. Go ahead and sell off the pike and the other thing, because they're not as good as a flamberge. Sell off the short sword, because it's not as good as a scimitar. And the remaining excess armaments. So now we have 2,030 gold to spend. Which is good because we need some gold to
Welcome
purchase
to the
some
guild.
spells.
Members only.
Might have to skip the spells for now. Let's go ahead and save.
Where to?
This is an interesting little Easter egg. If you type "I lost it" in one of the magic mirrors, you will get, and I'm not making, I couldn't make this up if I tried. You actually get the weapon that is needed to beat the game. I may as well go ahead and give it to Miss Young since she can't use a shield, and it is a two-handed weapon. So now she can do a good amount of damage. And can bring just about as much a fight as the rest of us. Now there is something I'm curious about. I wonder if this trick still works.
Where to?
Oh, wait. Forgot. I have gems on me, and I need to deposit them. Because if I'm going to do it... If I'm going to do this little trick, I need to make sure I don't have any gems on me at all. And I'm about to explain why in a moment. Once I get back to the mirror. See, I'm about to transport to a place that has no way of getting back here, normally. However, if you look at the control panel here, there's an option called Mr. Wizard. What this does is that it will take you back to the inn just outside of take you just outside the inn here in Vertigo. However, it will cost you all of your gems, at least all the gems you have on hand.
Where to?
Count, do, money. Now, I am in a very dangerous place right now. Mr. Wizard, yes. Now, unfortunately, I'm losing 1,000 gems by doing this, but by doing this, we now have a substantial amount of gold that we can put in storage. See, now we have 50,000 gold. Now, I mentioned that was a rather dangerous place because that's a place you don't want to enter. Even if you're near the end of the game, mostly because of the monsters that's in there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and deposit all the gold, because I don't think we're really gonna need to. We're not really gonna need to spend any gold anytime soon. How many days worth of food do we have? We have 4 days of food left. And fortunately, the light spell that we're going to be using does not need any gems. Okay. This is the ownership check, and I need to move away for a second so I can take care of this. Have to fetch the manual so I can get the keyword.